So hi everyone. Good morning. Good evening, guys. Are you audible? Right. So yesterday we started, guys, here pseudo columns, and in the pseudo columns, first one row ID and row num. So row num, we taken some examples how to fetching the topmost rows. Okay, from your table. At this time, the row num will be helping us to fetching topmost records from your table. Okay, so few examples on this row num discussed here, and later observe. Example, guys, here the next example, observe. Now observe, this is our table and table information. Select star from emp. This is our table. So for example, from this table I want to fetch here the last two rows. I want to fetch, guys. I want to fetch here what now, the last two rows I want to fetch here. So whenever we want to fetch the last two rows, generally how we are writing means select the star from emp, where row num less than or equals to 14, because in my table I have a 14 rows. So 14, and I'm using here minus. What is the second one we are writing? Select a star from emp, where row num less than or equals to 12. So 14 minus 12. So that means 14 means what now? These all employees are coming out. Out of these all employees, minus 12. 12 means 12 employees. 12 employees means who is this? Smith, Allen, up to year. So these are common employees names we called. These are called as a common employees names we called. Okay now. So these common employees, if you leave, and who is the uncommon people here? Last two, fraud and okay, fraud and Miller is an uncommon people. So those uncommon people is coming out here, and last two rows you can see to execute it now. The last two rows is came or not? Yes, the last two rows are came out. Okay. But here when we are going to writing like this, suppose when you know in your table how many number of people are there, or number of rows are there, if you know that information, we are writing directly. But sometimes what it was happen, guys, we don't know. Sometimes we don't know how many number of rows are there in the table. We don't know. Okay, so when we doesn't know how many number of employees are there in the table, at that moment, how to finding my last two rows? Okay, how to finding my last two rows? How to finding here? Okay, so that kind of doubt is coming out. That kind of doubt is coming out. Okay, now. So when we don't know how many number of rows are there in the table, maybe 10 rows or 100 rows or 1 lakh rows or 2 lakhs rows or 5 lakhs rows. Okay, I don't know. But in these many rows, okay, if I want to find out the last two, okay, employees, if I want to find out, then how to write means in another way. Okay, first you have to write a select a star from emp. So select a star from emp means we all of you know complete table data displaying. The normal query, everyone knows that. So from this complete means here this query is executed. How many rows are displayed? Total 14 rows are displayed. Okay, fine. So complete people data displayed. From this complete data, what is next one is select star from emp. Okay, where row num, okay, is less than or equals to of, row num is less than or equals to of, select count of star minus 2 from emp. Okay now. So this query is executed, guys. Select count of star minus 2 from emp. So count of star means total how many rows are displayed. Count of star means 14 rows. So 14 minus 12, 14 minus 12, then how much it will come here? 12 is coming. 14 minus 2, sorry, 14 minus 2, how much here? 12. So here what is happening here? This is again, this is total number of rows are 14. And the second query, row num less than or equals to 12. Okay now. So 14 minus 12, last two rows are coming out. Now see. So got it my point, all of you? So all of you got it my point now? Come on guys, all of you got it my point? Okay now? Right. Okay now? So now what I did here, first this query is executed, guys. Select count of star. Count of star means all rows. All rows means how many rows are there in the table? 14 rows are there. So 14 minus 2. That means what is result? 12. So what is the result here? 12. So 12 will be come out. Okay now. So now here select star means entire table. Entire table means how many here? 14 rows. Here less than or equals to 12 means 12 rows. So 14 minus 2. Okay, remaining two values are there now. So the remaining two will be this one. Same this logic. Same this logic. Same this logic. Okay now? Right. So this is row num, guys, here. So I can use a row num by fetching of your data. Okay now? And the next one is inline view subquery. So basically inline view subquery, when we require, means, okay, there are two situations are there, guys, here. The inline view subquery, we should use it. First of all, we should go for definition. Inline view, okay, it is a special, okay, it is a special type of subquery. It is a special type of, okay, type of subquery. Okay, special type of subquery. So how it was going to defining here means, now you can see inline view is nothing but providing a select query, in place of table name in select statement. In place of table name in select statement. Okay, this definition carefully observe. Providing a select query in place of table name in select statement. Okay, this is the inline view definition will be telling us. For example, syntax is observed. Generally, if you want to write a select query, how we are writing means select a star from, and here we are passing table name. Okay, this is a normal and general query. This is general query. So now inline view query, how it was defining means select a star from in place of table name. In place of table name, again you have to use a select query. In place of table name, again you have to use a select query. So this is called as a inline view syntax. Okay, so that means what I am doing here, in select statement, whatever the table name is there, in place of table name, I am providing a select query. So now we can see up to your select star from same. But in place of table name, here I'm providing one more select query. In place of table name, I'm providing one more select query. Are you observing now? In place of table name, are you providing one more select query? Okay, so then it is called as what now? Inline view subquery we called. Then it is called as what now? Inline view subquery we called. Okay now, right? This is the statement of inline. But this inline view, why? Why we need inline view? Suppose the question is coming out means there are two reasons are there. There are two reasons are there. What does that means? Generally, first reason observe. Generally, subquery. Okay, generally subquery. Okay, so sorry. Generally column. Generally column alias name. Generally column alias names are not allowed. Are not allowed to use in where clause condition. To use in where clause condition. Generally, careful observe, where clause condition. Okay, where clause condition, so that to avoid this problem, we use or we need a what here, inline view. This is first reason. This is first reason. So what is my first reason? Carefully observe what I am telling here. Generally column alias names are not allowed to use in where clause condition. It's not possible. Okay, so this problem, so this situation I need to avoid. How we can avoiding, that means how we can use column alias names in where clause condition. How we can use column alias names in where clause condition. So how we can use it means by using of a inline view. Okay, let you see one small example I will explain to you, then you will get some idea. You'll get some idea. Okay, let you come back. For example, for this reason example, I'm telling here, write a query to display employee whose employee annual salary is more than 25,000. Suppose, for example, okay, is more than 25,000. So let you come out. For example, first I need to find out the every employee annual salary I want to find out. Every employee annual salary I want to find out. So first of all, this is our table. Okay, now every employee annual salary. So that means suppose E name. Okay, I'm giving salary. So annual salary, how to calculate it? Salary into 12 months. And here alias name I'm using here. So annual, okay, annual salary is the one alias name I'm using. Okay, from EMP table to execute. So carefully observe guys here, all employee names are there, their salaries and their annual salaries are be calculated. Okay, this is okay, fine. But my question is what now? Whose employee annual salary more than 25,000? So more than 25,000. So now the people saying that, sir, can I write like this or not? Now you can see. Condition is what now? Where? What is my column name here? Annual salary. This is actually alias name here. So this alias name I'm using in where class condition. Annual salary is more than how much I'm asking? 25,000. My point understand all of you? My point understand all of you? Okay. So this is what guys here, annual salary. This is not a column name. This is not a column name. This is a column salary into 12 operational column alias name actually. So this alias name I'm using in my where class condition. Now what happened, you can see it is not allowed. It is not allowed and showing some error. What is error? Annual salary invalid identifier. So that means what you understand here, generally or normally we can't use a column alias names in where class condition. Generally we can't use column alias names in where class condition. So that was practically we proved, practically we checked it. Okay, now so now what my question is, suppose you want to use a column alias name in where class condition, then how we can use it? How we can use it means there we want to use inline view subquery. So now see, same thing I'm writing inline view. Inline view subquery syntax, all if you remember na, select a star from select a query. Okay na, right? Let you see guys. Select a star from, okay, in place of emp table I'm writing select query. What is the select query? Let you see. Select e name comma sal into 12 and what I say, annual salary alias name from emp. Okay, from emp, and I just close this. I just close this, and finally what you say, where now you have to say annual salary is more than 25,000. Okay, up to now if you carefully identify here what happened guys here. So select star from, this is what now another new query, and this new query, okay, already new query result is came now. This is the query of inner query now. So this is the result. Careful observe, this is the result. So this query is executed and giving some output. So this is output of this query. Yes or no? This is output of this query. So that means what happens? Select a star from table name. This entire it is called as a table name. My table is what now? This is my table. This is my table. So this is my table. In this table, how many columns are there? 3 columns. Name column, salary column, and annual salary column. So now it was treated as a one new column. It is treated as a one column. So now what happens? Select a star from EMP table where annual salary 25,000. Understand my point? In place of table name, I was written some inline view query. Subquery I written. So subquery result is what now? That already showing subquery result. In the subquery result, how many columns? 3 columns. E name, salary, annual salary. Now annual salary here what happened? It will be treated as a one of the column. Annual salary, it is treated as a one of the column. So that column I was given in the where condition, where annual salary is greater than 25,000. By using of what? This is inline view. Let you see what you are getting or not. You are getting or not? Yes. So 25, whose annual salary more than 25,000 means yes, these people. Who is this? Jones, Blake, Clark, Scott, King, and Fraud. So now you can see all are. So 96,000 not satisfied, 19 not satisfied, 15 not satisfied, 35,000 satisfied. Who is the 35,000? Jones. Okay, Jones is came now. Jones is came or not? Yes. 15 not satisfied, 34 satisfied now. Who's the name? 35. Blake. Blake is came now. Yes. Next to 29 satisfied now. Yes. Blake. Clark. 36 satisfied. Scott. 60. King. 18 not satisfied. 13 not satisfied. 11 not satisfied. 36 satisfied. Fraud. And Miller not satisfied. So now total 6 employees are there. Their annual salary more than 25,000. So now what happened guys here? Carefully see. Now this is up to here. This is called as an inline view. This is called as the inline view. This is called as what now? Inline view. Inline view subquery. This is inline view subquery. So now this is what now? Where condition. In this where condition, can you see? Can I say it is a alias name now? Yes or no? Can I say it is alias name? It is alias name of column or not? Yes. So now alias name is working now. Come on guys, alias name is working now. Yes, alias name is working. Alias name is working. Alias name is working. So this is okay. So whenever the question, very important question for your interview, when I want to use a column alias names in where clause condition, then how to use it or how to using means just simply can say by using inline view subquery. By using inline view subquery, that will be possible. Okay now. So this is inline view subquery. Okay, one reason why the people are going to be using. Okay, right. Second reason observe. What is our second reason here? Generally subquery subquery is not allowed to use order by clause. See, it is also very important point, order by clause. So to avoid this problem, okay, we need what now again? Inline view. We need a inline view subquery. Okay, now, so this is second reason. So one more reason is what now, guys? What it was happen? Generally, your subqueries are not supporting order by class. That's why you can see my single row subquery, multiple row subquery, multiple column subquery. I'm not using any order by class because it is not supported. But the thing is what now? Whenever you want to use order by clause in subquery statements, so there also use a inline view subquery. So that means inline view subquery statement through I can use order by clause in subqueries. Okay, now so this is the second reason why we need a inline view subquery. Okay, let you see some examples on this. You can understand here. Okay, now you can see one example. Suppose the question is, write a query to fetch the top or the first 5 highest salaries, employee details from EMP table, by using row num along with the inline view. Okay, the question carefully observe. To display the first 5 highest salaries, employee details. Okay, so employee details, otherwise you can say employee rows also, you can say better to details in place of details. Employee rows from EMP table by using row num along with the inline view statement. Okay, let me come back. This is our table. So in this table, I wanted the first 5 highest salary employee rows. I want it here. So that generally what it was happened, first 5 highest salaries rows, but your salary column is having, there is no proper order. So that's what I'm going to do here. Select star from EMP. Which class I'm using? Order by class, salary, on which desk keyword. So whenever I'm using order by clause on salary, then what happened? My salary column values are arranging into which order? Descending order. Which order? Descending order. So descending order, can you see? 5,000, 3, 3, 2, 9, 2, 8, 2, 4, 16, 15, 13, 12, 11, 9, 58. So after arranging your salary column in descending order, now I wanted your first 5 highest salaries rows. So employee, first 5 highest salary row employees are what now? King is the first employee, Fraud is the second employee, Scott is a third employee, Jones is a fourth employee, Blake. So these are called as the first 5 highest salaries employee rows. Are you getting my point now? Come on, guys. Are you getting my point? Yeah, the first 5 highest salaries employee rows from a table. So these are first 5 rows and highest salary rows. Okay, now here I'm asking rows. First 5 highest salaries rows I wanted. So these are 5. So now what I want to do, directly order by class, we can't directly use into subquery. So there what we want to use inline view. Inline view, how to write now? Select star from in place of table name. in place of table name. Can I copy this, guys? This entire query, can I copy this in place of table name? Yes or no? Can I copy this in place of table name? Yes. So this is inner query. This inner query execution, after executing this inner query, this is your table displayed. Yes or no? This is your table displayed. This is your table displayed. Okay. Now, inner query. This inner query result is what now? This inner query result is what now, guys? Here, this is your result of inner query. So in this table, what is our condition where row num is less than or equals to 5? The row num. Now after arranging in descending order, then row num is what now? Row num is what now? First row this is, second row this is, third row it is, fourth row it is, fifth row it is. Yes or no? Fifth row. Like this is sixth, seventh, eighth, like this. So now condition is what now? Row num less than or equals to 5. So first row is what now? 1. So condition is what now? 1 less than or equals to 5. Condition true. Then first row is displayed. Next, 2 less than or equals to 5. Okay, then second row is displayed because condition true. Next, 3 less than or equals to 5. So third row is also satisfied. Next, 4 less than or equals to 5. 4 less than or equals to 5. So fourth row also displayed. Next, fifth row num less than or equals to 5. This is also true. This is Blake also displayed. Next row is what now? Sixth row. Sixth less than or equals to 5. Then what happened, guys? Condition false. Condition false. Understand my point now? Condition false. Okay, got it my point? Yes. So condition is false. So 6 less than or equals to 5. Okay, all of you clear now? Right. So now see, you got it or not? Yes. So top 5 rows: King, Scott, Fraud, Jones, Blake. The top 5 highest salary employee rows, we got it. Okay. So this is inline view. So now we can see in my inline view subquery, I'm using which class? Order by class. I'm using which class? Order by class. Okay. So that is what we are going to be getting, guys. Okay. In the same to same, next question, write a query to fetch fifth highest salary employee row from EMP table by using row num along with the inline view. So what I'm asking now, fifth highest salary employee row. Can you tell me who is the fifth highest salary employee row? Who is the fifth highest salary employee row? Yes. So who is that here? Blake. Now how to write now? Select a star from row num less than or equals to 5 minus row num less than or equals to 4. So 5 minus 4 and fifth highest salary, we got it. 5 minus 4, fifth highest salary, we got it. Okay, now. So this is, okay, one more reason. Whenever you want to use an order by class in a subquery, then you can use what now? Inline view subquery only possible. So these are the two problems to overcome purpose. The people are using what now, guys? Here, inline view subquery state. So inline view, why we require? If anybody asking you or interview panel, if you go to interviews, if anybody asking why we need a inline view subquery, means you have to say there are two reasons we require inline view subquery. First one, generally a column alias names we cannot use under where clause condition. So to avoid this problem and use a column alias name in where clause condition, so there we require inline view subquery statement. Second reason is generally subqueries are not allowed to use order by clause. So to avoid this problem, that means whenever you want to use a order by clause in subqueries, there we require a inline view subquery statements. So these are the main reasons why the people was introduced inline view subqueries. Okay, now right. So this is okay. So how the inline view helping us? Okay. Now next one is analytical functions. So these are again one type of function. It is also predefined functions we called. Okay, these are some special function here. Basically analytical functions are okay. Basically analytical functions are three types here, guys. Analytical functions are three types. Okay, now yes, first one we called as a row underscore number function. Okay, second one rank function, third one dense underscore rank function. Okay, these are what are. So generally these functions are we are going to be using for what purpose means we are going to be using purpose is what now to generate ranking numbers, okay, for each row wise, or group of rows wise automatically. Or ranking numbers. Okay, ranking numbers. So guys, just tell me generally ranking numbers how we can give to or how we can assign to the people. For example, in a classroom students are there. If I want to assign ranking numbers to the students, then which basis I can give ranking numbers? Come on guys, on which basis I can give ranking numbers? Yeah, definitely marks based. So in a classroom, there are number of students are there. If I want to give ranking numbers to the students, generally first we are going to how we can give it means marks. So which student is getting highest marks in a classroom? That highest mark student is getting first rank, second highest second rank, third highest third rank. Like this we have to go. Same to same if I want to assigning or giving ranking numbers to the employees. How we can assigning ranking numbers to employees in a company? Yes. So performance wise. Which wise here? Performance wise. Okay now. So performance wise we want to give. Performance wise we want to give. So otherwise we can say highest salaries wise. Which employee salary highest salary? So highest salary employee first rank, second highest second rank, like a experienced wise. Which employee is having more experience in my company, so he was the first priority. Okay, now so like this different manner, different ways we can give your ranking numbers. Same like this analytical functions also helping us how to give ranking numbers to each row of data. Okay, so but what is the differences in between these three? Observe one small example I will explain to you. Suppose employee name, salary. First I'm using row underscore number function. Next I'm using rank function. Next I'm using dense underscore rank function. So carefully observe. Okay, right. First of all, some names I was given, guys, here. A, B, C, D, some E, etc. And these employee salaries are I'm arranging into as descending order. I'm arranging into descending order. Okay, now fine. So these are total 5 employees, and the employee salaries are I'm arranging into descending order. After arranging those employee salaries into descending order, now based on this employee salaries, I need to assign some ranking numbers. So for example, row num function, if I use a row num, generally what it will do, it was generally generating your numbers, row numbers, 1, 2, 3, generally generated, like how it was generated, 1, okay, 2, 3, 4, and 5. General way row numbers are generated. But guys, here if you think these are ranking numbers, if you think then B comma C, these both employees are getting same salary, means they're expecting same number, they're expecting same number now. Yes or no? They're expecting same ranking number or not? Yes, definitely they're expecting same number. But here row num, what it will do, row num generally it is not treated as a ranking number. Row num is just treated as a sequence numbers. It is general just it was thinking that rows counting 1, 2, 3 for rows counting, but it is not treated as a whether your salary is same or not. That will not treated. So that's why this is not correct ranking numbers, we can say. If you treat this is not a correct ranking numbers, okay, so then row underscore number we are not using in our ranking places. Okay, then next, what is the next function the people introduced here? Rank function. Rank function, how to assigning here? 1, 2, 2, 4, and 5. So rank function will now giving some ranking assignments are started. But here B employee, C employee, same salary. So same rank is assigning. Okay, fine. Now we can treat as a, these are ranking positions. But guys, here same employee, two different employees getting same salary. So same rank is allowed. The same rank is allocated here. But after second rank, what we are expecting here, guys? What we are expecting there? Third position. But your third rank is skipped. So that means a rank function is also not providing accurate ranking numbers. So then to overcome this problem, next to the people introduced dense underscore rank. So one by one function is introduced by people. Now it is see 1, 2, 2, 3, and 4. So now tell me, dense underscore rank function will give accurate ranking numbers. Yes, no? So that means dense underscore rank function is our priority to use whenever you want to give accuracy. Accuracy means exactly, the exact rankings if you want to assign. So there you have to prefer dense rank, and row number function, rank function is outdated. So those functions are we are not using. Okay, now, right. So now same example. Okay, I want to show it, but before that, how to use this ranking numbers in our queries, then you have to see the syntax here. The small syntax I will give to you. Syntax is analytical function name. Here over is a clause, over partition by column name, but unfortunately partition by column name is a optional. Next optional, and next one is what, order by column name. So here we are passing either ASC ascending order, desk DSK descending order, and close. Okay, this is our syntax. But here what I said, guys, here partition by clause is optional. Okay, na? But order by clause is mandatory. Okay, so this point should be remembered, guys. Order by clause is a mandatory, but partition by is optional. So let you see, without partition, I will write a small example on this 3. Observe. Select a star from EMP. Now, based on salaries wise, I want to assign ranking numbers now. Okay, let you see what happened. Select E name, comma, salary. Okay, now here, which function I'm using? Row underscore number function over offer. I'm not using partition, directly I'm using order by style desk. As I want to take ranks is alias name from EMP table. Now what it was happening, you can see here king 5000 and fraud 3000, Scott 3000. But here what happened, your row underscore number function is directly generating what now, sequence numbers, but it is not treating as a ranking number, it's just treating as a sequence numbers. So that's why here 3000 same salary, but different number was given. Why it was different number was given here means it is not treated as a ranking numbers, it is treated as just a row numbers. So that's why as a row number sequence is generated. Okay, so now this is what. But the same thing, okay, if you want to assigning as a ranking number wise, then we can use what now, rank function. For example, next function we are using rank as usual. This complete query I have to copy and paste, simple. Yes. The fraud Scott 3000 same rank. But what is the next rank here? What is the next rank we are expecting? 3, but it was showing 4. So that means here also the ranking function will be treating your ranking numbers. It will be treating as a ranking numbers, but there is no accuracy. Rank function is treating ranking numbers. It will be treating as a ranking numbers, but not a accuracy. So this is the problem. So to overcome that problem, what the people are using, the final function was introduced here, that is called as a dense underscore rank. So dense underscore rank, and to give this one and see. So now finally you can see same salary, same rank, and what is the next? 3. So highest salary person first, second highest second rank, third highest 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and here 1250 again, 1250, 1250, 9 same rank, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now so this is advantage of your what we called as, guys, here ranking function. So to generating ranking numbers is each and every row wise, but here I'm not using partition here. Okay, I'm not using partition. For example, if you want to use a partition now, So if you want to use a partition, so that's what partition is called as an optional, I said. If I'm using partition, then how we can use partition? Let you see, guys. Select e-name, comma, salary, department number. I'm directly using dense rank, okay? Dense underscore rank function, okay? So I'm using over of. Here I'm using partition by which column? Department number. I'm going to making partitions here, and later order by salary desk. I'm using as a alias name is ranks from EMP table, and to execute. Now can you see, if you want to identify carefully, so 10th is a one partition. It is a 10th partition, guys. Next, it is a 20th partition. Next, 30th partition. So in 10th partition, can you see salaries are descending order and ranking number is 1, 2, and 3, perfect numbers. In 20th partition, this one, salaries are into descending order. See, 3000, 3000, rank number 1 only assigning, later 2, 3, and 4. And partition number 30, so all are in the descending order, and their rankings are successfully allocated here. Okay, so this is partition by class use. So that means whenever you want to go for partition by class, okay, so then this kind of partitions you can use. Otherwise, partitions, that means grouping wise, if you want assigning rank number, you can use this, or individual row wise, if you want to assigning rank number, you can remove partition. So that's why the people saying what now, guys, here partition is a optional, it's not a mandatory. Okay, it is a optional, is not a mandatory. Okay, now so these are the ranking analytical functions, okay, in our subquery concept. Okay, now so these are all are whatever we discussed, guys, these are all are okay, it's coming under, okay, it comes under non-correlated subquery statements. Now we can see non-correlated subquery statements. So single row, multiple column, inline. Okay, now so these are all are we checked out. Second one is what now, guys, here second category, correlated subquery. Let you go for correlated subqueries. Now how we can use it in our SQL database. Now observe. Right. So correlated subquery, first definition, once we just recall, guys, your definition. Okay, now, right. What is our definition, guys, here? What is our definition here? Okay. In this correlated, first outer query is executed and returning a value. Based on outer query return value, later inner query will be executed and producing the final result. So it is a quite opposite execution process of non-correlated. Because in non-correlated, what we said, first inner query execute, later outer we said. But correlated, first outer, later inner. Okay, now this is what is the definition of a non-correlated. But here non-correlated subqueries are at which level it was helping us. At which level it was helping us, and why we want to use this means, yes, there is a one problem we discussed in the early classes, I hope that all of you remember or not. Yeah, this is our problem. Can you identify, guys, this problem here? Can you identify this problem? So we said in the non-correlated, this problem is facing now. Can you remember, guys? Can you remember this problem? Can you remember this problem, guys, all of you? Yes, no? Right. So now, this is our problem actually. What we said, when you find out first highest salary, 2 times we are writing queries, the 2 queries we are using. Second highest, 3 queries. Third highest, 4 queries. Then we are asking in your interview person, suppose your interview person is asking 30th highest salary, then we are writing 31 times. 50 means 51 times. But in real time, we are not writing like this. So then how to overcome this problem? Yes, to avoid this problem, then we need to use a correlated subquery. Then we need to use correlated. So see, by using correlated subquery, how I can overcome this problem? Observe. First of all, I will give a syntax. I will give a syntax. Syntax to find nth highest or lowest. Okay, to find nth highest or lowest salary. Okay, from a table. So from a table, nth means n value. Okay, nth. So what is the syntax? First observe. Select star from table name, table alias name 1, where condition n minus 1 is equals to inner query. Select inner query. Select count of distinct column name from table name, table alias name 2, where table alias name 2 dot column name of either less than or greater than, either less than or greater than, less than or greater than. Next, table alias name 1 dot column name, and close. So this is a small query and one subquery I used here to find any nth highest or lowest salary employee details by using a simple subquery. Here I don't need to write a 100 queries, 200 queries, 30 queries, 40 queries, 50 queries. I don't want to write only one single subquery statement. So with the help of a single subquery statement, now you can find out any nth highest salary or lowest also you can find out. But guys, here when you see this syntax, some people are thinking that, sir, this syntax is very big syntax or very big formula. Yes or no? It's look like no. So it's look like it is a big formula or big syntax. Yes or no? Yeah, of course, by taking off syntax, it will be like this. But when the syntax I'm using in the query example, it's very short syntax. Okay, now, right? So how this syntax we are using to finding your nth highest salaries. Okay, now, so that we will see in tomorrow's session. So in tomorrow, we will go for correlated. Okay, and we will check out some example, and maximum tomorrow, if subqueries are maybe it is completed topic. If it is not completed, day after tomorrow also we will take it. Okay, now, right, guys. Thank you so much. Good night, guys.